I just think, and you know way better than me,
Yeah.
but like, it just feels like people are jealous of this new little wave of.
They are, but I just hate that because, like, this is what we've always wanted as a league. So, like, who cares who gets the credit? And if you're smart, you're making money off of them.
Yeah.
Like, you are literally making money from the viewership.
And why bully the person who is like not 100% responsible, but like has a huge role in growing your support?
Dude, and it literally like pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
The silence? It was deafening. The bullying? Out of control. And for far too long, no one in the WNBA had the bravery or voice to call it what it truly was: intentional harassment. That is, until Sophie Cunningham shattered the wall of silence. She finally said what fans have been yelling for months: this has gone far enough. She didn't stay quiet. She didn't soften the message. She revealed the ugly reality behind how the league has treated Caitlin Clark. And if you're with Sophie, drop "Protect Caitlin Clark" in the comments. It's time to raise our voices.
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. Like, we have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league,
Yeah.
or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb as
The outrage louder than ever. The pressure about to burst. What started as private DMs, quiet talks, and comment thread complaints has now gone full blast. Thanks to someone brave enough to speak from the inside. Sophie Cunningham isn't just witnessing what Caitlin Clark is going through, she's experiencing it herself. And now she's done being silent. She's naming the abuse, the disrespect, and the sabotage targeting the WNBA's most marketable star, not from fans, but from the very refs and players who should be supporting her. Her message, clear as day: not anymore.
One of the biggest stars the WNBA's ever
Who's that?
had. Her name rhymes with Schmaitlin.
Hurtland?
Yeah. What has that been like, seeing her not only kind of transform a league, but also just be like,
No,
is that fair to say? Okay.
not even just the league, but like
The
women's
sport.
basketball
Yeah.
as a whole around the world. No, I think it's awesome. I think it's so funny because she's like 22, 23 years old and the whole world is watching her.
Then came the moment that rocked the WNBA community. Cunningham didn't deliver some polite, filtered message of support. She went all the way. She didn't just fire a shot during a matchup. She went straight at the system itself. The very league benefiting from Caitlin Clark's soaring fame was now under scrutiny for failing to protect the player they parade around like a superhero. And leading the charge, Sophie Cunningham, wielding the spotlight, shining it on everything they thought would stay hidden.
You have seen players in our league try to like toughen up Caitlin. We call her CC. For even when I wasn't on her team, like I know the talks that Phoenix had in the locker room of like, no, we're gonna prove her, we're gonna show her what the W really is. You know what I mean? And like, I get it to a certain extent. And like every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're gonna treat them. But
Right.
there's just more for her.
What Sophie revealed, completely disturbing. Even with a tough veteran standing beside her, Caitlin Clark may not be safe from the storm headed her way. Cunningham has seen this up close. This isn't some rookie hazing or a few hard hits to send a message. This is methodical. This is non-stop. And it's all being done with intent. She's endured it. She's played through it. And now, for the first time, she's saying it publicly. When she was still with the Phoenix Mercury, Sophie sat through the meetings, the locker room chats, the sideline murmurs. And yes, those conversations included plans to go after Clark physically, just to show her how things are done in the W. These weren't spontaneous fouls. They were intentional, thought out, meant to crush her spirit.
It's her second year. And like now being on her team and like seeing it, I'm like, what are people doing? Like, actually it's just too much. And like, it's just, I'm over. And if I'm saying it's too much.
But what Sophie's seeing now from the front lines is something else entirely. Sure, every newcomer gets tested. That's just how the game works. But this isn't some standard rookie treatment. Now that she's suiting up next to Caitlin Clark, Sophie's looking at the situation through a different lens. And what she sees is worse than she imagined. What are we even doing? She asked. This has crossed the line. And she's right, it absolutely has.
There's no player ever that's gotten this type of treatment coming into the league. LeBron will probably be the closest person that got this type of treatment. And that's only because he big as fuck and he used to come to the lane, and the only way you could stop him is to pull him down. But even when they used to pull his ass down, they did not try to hurt him. A lot of times they would just grab LeBron and just stop him from falling. It wasn't malicious with this shit. And it's so sad that y'all just turning a blind eye. Y'all just like, oh, it's not bullying. She's not getting targeted. She deserves it because she talks trash. Oh my.
Numbers speak louder than headlines. Caitlin Clark has endured more contact than any other player in the league, by far. In just her rookie season, she's been the target of 20% of all flagrant fouls across the entire league. Let that sink in. 1 out of every 5 flagrant fouls has been against a single rookie. She's already had to sit out due to 3 separate injuries, 2 groin pulls and a strained quadricep. That's not coincidence. That's a trend, an orchestrated effort to wear her down.
All the sports anchors, they're all haters too. That's crazy. They're definitely not analysts. They don't know shit about basketball. Rick? What the fuck are you talking about? I've never seen so much hate on a new athlete since I've been living. Since my 43 years of living, I've never seen so much hate towards an athlete. He says, oh, she's not getting bullied. This is normal physicality. If you're gonna be talking shit, putting it in my face and saying, yeah, what up, then you gonna have that shit coming for you. Somebody gonna bust you in the mouth for knocking a shot down and talking shit about it.
What's even more shocking is that the attacks on Clark have only escalated, just like Sophie Cunningham warned. From Kennedy Carter's obvious cheap shot somehow being ruled as a basic foul, to Alyssa Thomas throwing her shoulder with 0 flagrant called, to Marina May's shove that sent Clark to the hardwood, the referees have sent one loud message: they're not going to whistle anything. And Sophie isn't guessing. She's spent 6 seasons in this league. She's played against Clark. She's now on her team. She knows the difference between tough physical basketball and blatant targeting.
Look, what we all been witnessing right before our eyes about our precious CC, my precious CC, Caitlin Clark. For the ones who didn't know. So basically, she was saying that when they was preparing, when she was on the other team before she came to the Indiana Fever, we talking about Sophie Cunningham. She was basically saying that the Phoenix Mercury players were basically game planning and saying that they was gonna assault her.
Then came the moment that made Sophie Cunningham a fan icon, and it all happened on her podcast, Show Me Something. She didn't hold back. She openly criticized the so-called anti-Caitlin narrative and burned it to the ground. It seriously ticks me off when people say she's not the face of the league. She snapped, but Sophie didn't stop at words. She took that energy to the court, delivering a tough foul on JCS Sheldon that triggered an all-out confrontation. This wasn't an emotional outburst. It was a clear message to the rest of the league. If you're coming for Caitlin Clark, you'll have to deal with me first.
In the first half, the refs didn't call. Someone should have been thrown out, and the refs did not call it.
Correct. I remember that.
They didn't. And so I was like, all right,
She got full body
shoot
chested.
by 3 people.
Yeah.
Like 2 people, they're like, oh, it's fine. I'm like, if that was anyone else, I would have been booted out of the game. I know that for sure. I'm a little sassy, but like, so are they.
Your leash is shorter though, because they know.
Literally, I don't even have a leash. I just have a freaking collar and a hand on it. Anyway, so there was like 45 seconds left. The girl stole the ball and I was running back and I was like, we're up. I don't need to foul. And I was like, just let her go. And I was like, all right, like, who cares? Last second, intrusive thoughts. I was like, fuck.
And the reaction? Off the charts. In just 2 days, Sophie's TikTok exploded, gaining over 600,000 new followers. Her jersey? Completely gone. Sold out everywhere. This wasn't just a popularity bump. It became a full-blown movement. Fans weren't just cheering her on. They were crowning her with a new title, the enforcer the WNBA has been missing. And it didn't stop with applause. They showed love with their dollars. Merchandise vanished from stores so quickly that retailers had no choice but to hang a sold-out sign.
I went from, I think, like,
followers, yeah,
350,000 and like maybe 200,000 on TikTok.
You had 200,000 on TikTok a month ago?
No. I
before the fight.
Before the fight, and then I had like 350 on 100,000 on Instagram. Over the night, or over like a day and a half, over 1 million on both. Insane. This is coming from me though, dude. I got tired of seeing myself.
I get it.
And I love myself.
Oh, I get it.
I love myself. I was over it.
Sophie Cunningham didn't just go after other players. She turned up the pressure on the officials too. She's had enough. Enough of refs doing the bare minimum to keep Caitlin Clark safe. And her most iconic clapback? Just a TikTok video. But in typical WNBA style, the league didn't appreciate the critique. So what did they do? They fined her $500. And Sophie's reaction was legendary. I got fined $500 for this TikTok. I don't even know why. She laughed. It's hilarious to me. Like, okay, bud, I guess nothing more urgent is happening in this league right now. Mic dropped.